I am really humbled this morning being here because I know that it should be George Moore standing here, not me, saying a few words about this great place. For him, this is where it all began, and he never forgot that. He was the first in his family to attend university, and coming from a small border town to the capital in itself was a fantastic experience. College opened his eyes to the opportunities that he had never dreamed of. And I often wonder if those of you who are professors and university staff realize how much you affect people's lives. I'd like to single out Dr. Tony Cunningham and Dr. John Teeling, both of whom made a huge difference in steering George towards the United States and great opportunities.
I am reminded of a statement by the late Ivor Kenny when he was congratulating a previous president, Art Cosgrove, on his retirement, and he said he left leaving a trail of construction behind him, and that trail is continuing on in full glory still.
He was one of the very few students who would come and talk to me after a lecture. I'd have 400 or 500 in a class, and George was never intimidated by anything, and I suggested to him that he apply for American scholarships, and he got the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick to George Washington. I always believe that students should try and stretch themselves to try and get to their potential, and he achieved that in spades.
Today is not the end of a journey. Rather, it's the start of many future journeys, those of our students who will benefit from this magnificent facility. The educational environment of the UCD Moore Centre for Business will prepare them well for the future challenges they will face in sense-making and decision-making in a complex world.
UCD has changed immeasurably over the last 20 years. I think the mindset of the students is dictating the way we're thinking, and I think today's UCD reflects that.
If you look around the room today, so many of the people in the room are graduates of either the undergraduate business school or the Smartford Business School, and if you look at the impact the people in the audience have had on Irish society in all sorts of ways.
It's amazing to see the amount of development that there has been and continues to be. Just when you look outside the windows here, it's a great barometer of how the economy is doing and the massive contribution that UCD is making to the success of the economy.
I think it's going to be a fantastic addition to the business school, and I think it'll enhance UCD's reputation as the premier business location for graduates in Ireland.
We chose to build in this way in order to make it more transparent, more of a space for dialogue as we're growing here. And thinking about George as a young, I'm now going to call him, if I may, Dr. George Moore, but actually call him a young fellow from Dundalk coming down here to do his BCom, meeting the extraordinary Angela, and thinking about the journey that arose from that. And it is those collisions, those conversations, those connections that this space is all about.
To the students that are here today, I'd like to say this is where your world opens up. The people that you'll meet, the confidence that you'll build, and hopefully right here in this very building. And when you leave here, remember who helped you and what you got from UCD. Be sure to give back and play it forward. Gur míle maith agat.